Hey guys, thanks for coming on. My name is Betty from WitcheryGoddess. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram as well. Usually I do more dailies and videos on Instagram versus YouTube. Trying to do some more since we have more time being in isolation here due to the quarantine. Now, this particular reading is going to be a twin flame soulmate reading. Whether you resonate with that or not, labels are not important. This particular video, the reading, I don't normally do it all the time because it takes a lot of energy, because we're going to look at the theme of the connection. We're going to look at the individual spirit's advice for the masculine and the feminine, the mutual energies. What is the block that you or this person are still going through, or they healed? Is it that they what is it that they need to do to remove this block, and the future energies and the messages? Just seeing as to what I just said, now you understand why this takes a while. So bear me also I've been trying to figure out how to like circumvent the phone because I don't have a camcorder yet. So, and this is pretty thorough, so I will be looking at this here. Okay, so we have the theme. These are channeled songs that is available on my making playing card site. We have, and sorry, I'm trying to like show it to you because it's the way I have the phone. We have Miss Independent from Neo. That is the theme of the connection. And it's kind of ironic that this card came out for your theme of your connection, retreat, because we are technically retreating and healing, because there is nothing more that we can do, because we can't distract ourselves. I mean, there's so much you can do when you're in isolation. So it says time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So it could very well be that this has to do with your connection. That this obviously is a connection in which you guys are not together. And what I'm getting also, Miss Independent, is like this person admires you for actually going forward and being independent. But right now, both of you are separated and finding yourselves and being independent. And also, just a reminder to take the time that you're not able to do things. I mean, for some, if you're having with your job and you're not able to work, and that's unfortunate, but take the time that you have to reflect on things that you want for yourself, or things that you haven't taken the time to purge. This is a process of healing. So now, where this particular side is the divine masculine side, this side is the divine feminine. The mutual energies are here. So being that I am a feminine, I'm going to refer to the masculine as he, because that's how I channel. It's not gender specific. That's just how I'm doing it. And it's, energy is fluid. And pay no mind to the time you see this particular reading, because when spirit wants you to see this reading, it's intended for you. And as well, not all the messages may resonate with you, because at times when I channel specific things for people. So, take the overall and leave the rest. So when we're looking at spirit's advice for the masculine, it's showing that he is growing. It's like he's spinning, he's weaving. It's reminding me of someone that sews. And it's like there's the other card that from Mystic Moons, for this one in particular. These are from my own deck as well. It also is about a web. It's like someone is breaking free of a web that they're in. And it was a transition. And it's trying to tell them that they're growing. And ironically, we are in spring. And spring is about the seeds that you planted. Now they're growing. Now we're transforming here. Now, as for you guys, I'm sure, usually let's be honest, at times the feminines are the ones more watching this, but for the viewer, because I'm channeling as this is you as the viewer, the feminine, I don't know, like for the past 2 weeks being in isolation, it's been raining off and on at times. I think for the first week, then it's been cloudy, then it's been sunny. So maybe what area you in, personally I live in New York. But here's the thing, someone has been, you have been most likely, and again, if you resonate more with the masculine side versus the feminine, you know, it's however resonates. It's funny because I swore I've seen this card many times. It's like, it's as if I seen a face here, right here. See that? And I see an ear like glistening. And it's funny because this card says the answer is within. It's like as you raise your vibration, you come out of this. And it also talks about, you know, when we deal with law of attraction, that it tells you when you're saying okay or I'm glad, that is not, you're not in a higher state, a positive state. So you guys have been going through some tower moments from what I see. Still pushing through. Some of you are trying to find your own, I'm trying to articulate the words is how it's coming to me. It's trying to find your purpose, trying to find your place in the world, because you see this person is trying to walk home. And it's like, what is your home? What is your passion? But it's telling you the answer is within. Some of you may want to look at mantras and meditation, law of attraction, because you see how he's meditating. It's like you, essentially we are in isolation. Isolation, it's like this person right here, his third eye, see the third eye? It's being opened. So pay attention to the signals and what you're doing, because this retreat, or for you and for this person, is for a reason. And if you're new again, usually if I breathe heavy, it's because there's a lot of information coming as to what I'm channeling. So now for your Divine Masculine, we have 4 cards. Usually I pull 3, but 4 came out. So we have Haunted. These are their shadows or their blocks or things that may have healed. Self-indulgent, one-sided, and unstable. See, I'm seeing like they weren't able to give you what they wanted. It's like the emotions with this connection, it overflowed. But it was just like they weren't stable enough. Maybe they have some mental traumas, or that they go to therapy for, or just the instability of their home or their family life. Just something within themselves, meaning finances, that they felt that they weren't stable for this connection. Some of them were self-indulgent, you know, being greedy, just working on themselves. I'm like, just focus on that. Like they had a one-track mind. And what it is that as a result, all these things that they've done to you is haunting them. Some of them may have a problem sleeping at night because they're realizing that, you see how they can't get through? Like the woman is right here. Like you went through so much pain. And it's like you probably didn't see this. You see how it looks like she has, in this card, it looks like she doesn't have, she's covered. It's like they can't even see you because it's one-sided. I'm also getting that some of you may block this person. So it's not like, you know, for others, maybe they have a way to see you, knowing friends and what have you. For some, they don't have that outlet. But for others, this is just the fact of them acknowledging that, you know, they didn't play an equal part in this relationship, and it was just one-sided. And you see with this bird, it just like flocked and went away. And as to what they're doing to heal, this is the 5 of Cups. Some of them may have like mother or parent issues, childhood wounds, but this is just like going into the light and healing their wounds. And it's like it's funny because you see this light here, this candle, if you can see it. So I'm trying to show it. There you go. And you see the sun with this Knight of Wands. It's through knowing or being aware of this connection and wanting something with you. It's like it breaks them free because they want this with you, this passionate adventure, this new reset, this new start. It's like now they're starting to see the light of things. It's like, let's see, I'm getting that for some there was some competition because it says I left you when I saw you with someone else. They are affected by the decisions that you've done. If you blocked them or you decided to be with someone, or like when you decided to walk away, they may have put up like a face that they weren't affected, but they were. I told you, like, I told you they look like they've been having sleepless nights. This one says, I can't sleep thinking on how I failed you. Now here, I'm scared you will run again. These two cards are in the red is divine feminine perspective and the black is divine masculine. But due to this reading, it could be interchangeably. But this, I think they have some fears. They're not so that they would run again, like from you, that you would leave, because they're starting to really understand what this connection is. And for some, it's scaring them because it's really deep. Now, before I get into your section, I meant to do the mutual energies. So this fear card came out reversed. We got the barrier card and we got the muse. I feel like someone is breaking barriers, is releasing this fear. What I find ironic, you see this card? They look the same. Like, it's funny because in this card, this is this person like feeling like can go in, and this is you like trying to actually communicate with them. Like maybe you was aware of what this connection was and they didn't, but now it's like they're releasing this fear because one door opens to a whole different opportunity. And we just said that you are their muse, and here it is. Some of you may paint as well. And since it's mutual energies, it could be because of the fact that you may have been heartbroken. Through the pain, you transmuted that and you started to create. Some of you definitely are painters or artists. I'm also getting that some of you actually, I mean, your favorite color may be blue, but it has to do with something with the sky. I don't know, someone is into astronomy or something with the night sky is what I'm getting with that in particular. Now, for you, we did go over the Spirit's advice. Now we're going to go over the shadows. We got excuses, we got guarded, and we got irresponsible. Some of you have not let go of what this person has done to you. Some of you, for some, it may be specific, may had a quick marriage and now it's like, you know, it was just in a moment and now this person doesn't at that time decided, you know, this is not for me. Maybe you are in a physical well, you are in a physical separation, but a legal separation. Maybe you guys are not actually divorced, but for some it's just like maybe they were irresponsible with their responsibilities. If you had children, they just left, or this connection. But it's like you are still trying to heal from their excuses, because it's like if they were to come forward, you may feel guarded because, but it's all mental because this butterfly, it's like you want to transform. You see, when we look at what's this irresponsible card right here, the Page of Pentacles fell right on it. So I'll get to that. But we got a 10 of Wands and a 9 of Wands. It's definitely like release your burdens. Like you need to understand as to, for your own self, what this connection was, what it served. Yes, you may feel guarded. And you just need to be aware that this was part of the journey. Like, you know, yeah, it could be that you, for some, and this specific because, oh man, it could have been 9 years. something going back and forth with this person. But it's just like this whole journey was, yes, it's a task. You sign up to this, you don't even realize what's going on. But it's like through this, you have to release those burdens, because the spirit wants to provide you information. They want to give you downloads, and some of you may get them, but you're so caught up in this. See this right here? And again, I just said about creating. Through this, how you create is how you release this. Like, creating is a matter of healing. It's like, okay, I did this project, I was able to do it. Is you see more about yourself, about your self-worth, or what you deserve, is what I'm feeling here. Now, and I just said about like being married, right? You and I were too young. So maybe, and thinking of 9 years. I mean, it doesn't have to be for someone 9 years, but if for that particular group, this could have been that you got married and, you know, it was like you guys were too young. Maybe you separated. For some, you may be in other countries. And it just, the paperwork, something that was never done or something like that. And it's funny. We got years, months, weeks doesn't absolve the love I have to years. So it could be a long time. But what it is also for people that don't have that particular contract, it could have been that you and I were too young, meaning like both of you were unawakened. You didn't understand what type of journey you were on. So you weren't at the vibration you're supposed to be on, because you wasn't on a spiritual transformation and a part of awakening. But again, through all this, through you creating, whether you are actually an artist, through you learning what your spiritual mission is and going through it, is how you heal all this, because you're starting to ascend. You're starting to learn and see things from a different perspective. And yeah, your chest hurts. Your chest hurts because you have not, you may be in the stages of healing, but for some of you, you're still in this, like, you know, tower. You need to clear. Maybe start writing, like, just for yourself, like journal, like, why does your chest hurt? Like, sometimes release all that. Why do you have it inside? Some of you don't necessarily have to go to therapy. Maybe you have a mentor or something. But if you don't want no one to know about it, write it in a journal. Explain why you're feeling all these things, you know? And it's a good way of releasing. Also, you can do Reiki. You can look at meditations for healing, things like that. But yeah, we know that you love this person and it hasn't gone away. Now, I'm trying to see, where did I put the future energy cards? I hope I didn't just put them in here. I was putting everything around. I did them. Oh boy. See what happens when you're live? I had 4 cards. They're not here. I had to like move things around when I was doing this setup right now. 1, 2. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to pull some cards, because I bet you I'll find them after. I'm like, where did it go? Don't mind me. I'm in my own. All right. I don't know where they are. So that's kind of, maybe I just put them back. So we're going to look at the future energies here for you in this connection. Future energies between you and your person. It's so embarrassing. I can't even find it. Anyway. We talked about transformation and we have the Death card. Four of Pentacles, scarcity mindset, temperance, and the Magician. So you guys are manifesting each other. I'm getting that some of you are, either you or your person are breaking free of that scarcity mindset. Maybe they were so focused on finances or what have you. So you're breaking free from that. You're transforming. Temperance is a card of reconciliation, but also balancing each other's energy, balancing your own energies. But it's like, if you desire something for yourself, believe it will happen, but it comes at a certain time frame. You also are moth to this person's flame, so that's what I'm feeling. That's why we have this Muse card. But someone is breaking, and both of you actually, it's just both of you. It's just breaking free, transforming, embracing the light in the darkness. I just feel personally like in just this reading that some of you may have to, both of you are in a healing state, but it's like you yourself are healing, maybe going through some depression, or maybe you are feeling this so much more because of isolation. And just, you know, take this time to journal, to do stuff that will calm you, because at the end of it, you'll feel better of what you've healed. And once we're free, we can see the world, things will get better. I hope this resonates for whoever's intended, and you guys stay safe. Thank you.